Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just gonna do a chit chat. Get ready with me. I've been meaning to do this for a while because I've got a lot of makeup that I've been using that I haven't really talked to you guys about. Granted, like, I don't really do makeup videos all that often. Hopefully that will be changing here soon. I gotta take out my nose ring. Not picking my nose, I promise. But I've made my first $100 on YouTube. So excited. Trying to figure out how to cash out the money. Try to fill out like tax information and stuff, which is kind of weird because I'm used to like the, what are they, like the I-9 forms or something, or I-90, or maybe I'm having to fill out a 90. I don't know. I'm having to do the one where like you're an independent contractor or like your own business type thing, which is weird. Could have done that before. So I've got a big old pimple right here. So yeah, as soon as that gets deposited into my bank, I will be buying a ring light, so hopefully I can start doing some makeup tutorial type stuff. I feel like my blending has come a long way. At the very least, I would love to do more makeup reviews, because I love doing those, but like my lighting's not great. Granted, it doesn't look that bad in here today. I don't know. So I got like a giant pimple here. It's not ready to pop. I got a scab down here. You guys do that before you do your makeup, like you pick your skin? I probably shouldn't do that. This guy down here, like, I always thought he was a mole. And in fact, like, I do think it is a mole. There's like a little tiny brown spot right there. You guys can see him. But he like would flare up and get sore, and he's done that for years. And I finally had enough of it the other day. He was just like super sore and like puffy looking. And so I took a needle and like I lanced it and pus came out. And I told my husband, he's like, well, typically moles don't have pus in them. So I don't know if I've just had a pimple sitting there since I was 15 or what. But I mean, there's still like a little tiny brown freckle, which it used to be a flat little freckle. And then it raised up with a bump under it. And so like it's like this raised pimple looking bump, but it's got like a little brown freckle. That guy is not wanting to go, so I'm just gonna leave him alone. Okay, so let's get started. The primer I've been using here lately is the Perfect primer. I think this guy's kind of expensive. Where is my cell phone? Yeah, so this guy is $48 here on the Ulta websites. I would say save your money. He's really not that great. It says how to use is to like just apply it and then go. It's supposed to be kind of like a BB cream, I think. It also says that you could wear it under or over makeup. I'm not really sure how you would wear over makeup, but like under makeup as a primer is how I've worn it. I've tried wearing it as a BB cream and I feel like it doesn't really do a whole lot, and so I've mostly used it as a primer, but honestly it's not that great. It's definitely not worth $48 for a tube of 0.25 fluid ounces. It's not worth the money. So but this is kind of what it looks like when it comes out. It's just like a colored primer. I don't know. He's really not anything special. He's kind of like a whipped formula, honestly. It reminds me a lot of the, I think it's the Maybelline. Yeah, the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse type stuff. Like, that's really what it reminds me of, but it doesn't have, ooh, shook the whole table. It doesn't have the same kind of coverage, honestly. It's a very light coverage. I am not left-handed, so put it on the wrong finger. But I just apply it with my fingers, or just how it says to apply it is with your fingers, no brushes needed. I mean, as a primer it looks okay, but my favorite primer is still the e.l.f. primer. I'm trying to use up makeups before I open new ones, so I already have this one sitting aside. It's the Neutralizing Green primer from e.l.f. since I have a lot of redness in my face. That is my ultimate favorite primer. I've tried several others. I've had a Wet n Wild primer, I didn't like it. I had the Photo Finish primer from Smashbox. It was okay. It was a lot like the e.l.f. one, but it did nothing for color correcting. I've got the Smashbox, I think it's the oil primer. He should be floating up around here somewhere. Yeah, the Smashbox primer oil. It just came in like an Ipsy bag. And he does okay. I mean, I think he kind of makes my skin red. I only like to use him on my nose, really. But nothing so far has compared to the e.l.f. for me. I even tried one of the other e.l.f. I think it was the e.l.f. Blemish Control primer. It's supposed to help you keep from getting pimples, but I don't really care for that one compared to the green. So it's still my favorite, but I'm trying to use the other ones because I paid for them. I'm like, well, if I got it, I should use it, right? And that's kind of like one of the things I want to push on my channel when I start being able to make more makeup videos is use what you have. Like, you constantly see people reviewing new makeup and always using new makeup, and it's always like, oh, I need the newest, latest thing, and you've got all these other palettes and whatnot just sit around that like never get used. So I definitely want to push that when I start doing videos, is like using what you have instead of feeling like you have to go out. So you'll probably see me whenever I do tutorials, when I start doing tutorials, using the same makeup a lot. But I think that's a good thing, because then you always know, like, oh, I've got what she has, so I'll be able to do the look. Anyways, I've been having to use, because that does like no really color correcting. I mean, it gives a little bit of color to the face. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I don't like it $48 worth. Like, if it was cheaper, like $6, I'd buy it again. Anyways, yeah, this guy has definitely seen some better days. There's some like fuzz and whatnot, but it's just a color correcting palette. I have like zero, shaking the table again. I have zero information on this palette. I got him off Yordle, like forever ago, but I think this is one of those palettes you can pretty much get from like all those like little Japanese type shop that people do reviews on all the time. It probably wouldn't be that hard to find online. It's just, I don't know. Or any just kind of green or yellow color correctors that you have sitting around. They will do the same trick. I just need to get rid of the redness in my face. So, yeah, let's talk about like life and stuff. I had the flu yesterday. All day yesterday and all day the night before. Today is Thursday, so it was all day Wednesday and all night Tuesday. Or all Tuesday night. And it started, I'm using a yellow color corrector for under my eyes. Granted, I don't think I really need it so much today. Like, when Levi wasn't sleeping a ton, I used yellow color corrector a lot because I was getting like dark circles under my eyes from not getting enough sleep, but I haven't really needed that for a couple months now, but it's like a habit now that I still put it on. I should probably break that habit because more is less when it comes to makeup. But yeah, I had the flu. It started out with Tuesday morning. I was eating oatmeal. It was like the brown sugar and whatever oatmeal. Maple and brown sugar. And I started feeling kind of like sick to my stomach, and I was like, that's weird. Maybe I've just eaten too much. So like I stopped eating the oatmeal and I put it away, and I was like, you know, I'll eat more later or whatever. And within a few hours, like I felt fine, went about my day, filmed a video. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then Tuesday evening, I started feeling kind of sick to my stomach again. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And it just progressed through the night, and then I started TMI, but I started getting the squirts. I hate diarrhea. Like, I know people hate the word moist, but I hate the word diarrhea. That needs to be in there. They're both bad words. So I call it the squirts. But yeah, it was all night long. Like, there was times when it was like, no sooner would I get back in bed that I'd have to get up and run back to the bathroom. It was all night. And then come early morning, like 5 in the morning, I threw up. I was actually like in the middle of using the bathroom, getting sick that way. When it hit me, I got like a tingy taste in my mouth. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna puke. I was like, I have nothing to puke in. And I don't think I could have reached over to the toilet. I was kind of thinking about that. And I was like, can I reach the toilet? I mean, not the toilet. Can I reach the bathtub? Obviously, I can't get off the toilet because I'm also using it. Way TMI. Wow, we were really getting to know each other here. This is the Almay Smart Shade Balance. This is like super liquidy. It's okay. It does okay. I don't love it. I don't think I'll rebuy it, but I mean, I'll use it up. One thing that's weird about it, we're kind of switching subjects, is that it like made my brush crunchy. Like, most foundations don't do that, but that is like kind of hard. It's I don't know, and it's so runny, but it does decent on the coverage, honestly. Anyways, I'm sitting there like trying to figure out what am I gonna do, because I know I'm gonna puke, but I'm like sitting on the toilet, and I'm like, I can reach the baby bath. So I grabbed the baby bath out of the bathtub and I puked all in the baby bath. It was not fun at all. And so I went back to bed and I told my husband, and I felt bad for him because like he was his work was going to be a little bit different Wednesday, and he was going to be able to sleep in a little bit. And I felt so bad because he was so looking forward to being able to sleep in. Like, it wasn't going to be by much. It was going to be like an hour. But still, I mean, when you don't get to sleep in very often, you look forward to it when you can. And I went in and I was like, look, I don't want to be around the baby because I am, like, clearly very sick with the flu. I don't want to give it to him. You know, we need to take him somewhere. So my mother-in-law said that she could watch him, and my in-laws live like 45 minutes away, so my husband had to like get up and go. So he took the baby to my in-laws for the day of Wednesday, and I literally spent all of Wednesday in bed. Like, seriously, if I wasn't in the bathroom, I was in bed. And I did end up throwing up like one more time. And, I mean, I had a puke bowl with me, so at that time I was, like, actually here in the bedroom. But how my body works most of the time when I get the flu is, like, I get the squirts. I don't always throw up. A lot of times I'm just, like, I live on the toilet. Which I guess is a good thing. Like, I would rather be getting the squirts than throwing up. I hate throwing up. Granted, I was, like, peeing on my ass, and my ass was on fire, so it wasn't very fun either. What else to talk about? Because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and hear about me getting so sick. Good news, though, is, like, I feel 100% better now, so it was seriously like a 24-hour flu. Yeah, so glad that's over with. Moving on, I'm just going to use my Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. I was at Walgreens, and I seen like they have, like, really big ones of these, and I'm wondering if it's a foundation. I was kind of trying to, like, read it. But, like, I don't know. I was, like, half reading it, half not paying attention. I don't know. I have a whole story coming about Walgreens, because I totally got ripped off at Walgreens. Like, whole story coming. Like, the girl overcharged me on a baby toothbrush I bought. Like, she double charged me. I only bought one. She charged me for two. And I'm pretty sure she did it on purpose and pocketed the money. But you guys will have to wait for the story. I'll be filming that today, I do believe. Yeah, I definitely need to film a lot today. I've got Monday's video, which this you'll probably see in like 2 weeks, honestly. This will probably be a Monday video, but like not next week, probably the week after. And yeah, I need to finish filming up videos for next week. I need to film one of my about my piercing videos. I haven't decided which piercing to talk about. I'm kind of thinking about just going in order of which I got done, so that would be talking about my earlobes. So, but I'm kind of thinking nobody's gonna watch about the earlobes, but I mean it's got a decent story behind it. But it's kind of like a fluff piece. It's not anything super dramatic. It's like I was 5, but I mean, I think the story behind it is kind of cutesy. This beauty sponge needs to get replaced in the worst way. It came in a gift set a couple years ago from Sam's Club, and I've used it a lot, and honestly I've had it for like 3 years, so I've used it on and off for 3 years. So I mean, for 3 years it's holding up pretty well. But like, as you can see, it's getting like cracks in it. Like, you can just put your fingernail in it and it like sticks. There's the new hole I just put on it right there. And like this end feels almost hollow on the inside, if that makes any kind of sense at all. Whereas this side still feels denser. I don't know, but it needs to get replaced. Banjo has this weird obsession with sponges, and he has taken 2 of my beauty sponges so far and just like shredded them all over the living room, along with countless kitchen sponges. So, and he's tried to get a hold of this one. I've started putting it in the drawer when I'm done with it to keep him away from it. Anyways, I need to set my face. So I've really been loving the Wet n Wild contour palette. Supposedly it's got like this illuminating highlight shade here and a contour. Honestly, the highlight doesn't do much as a highlight, but I love it for setting my under eyes. Like, oh my goodness, it works what I think a banana powder would work like. Like, I've never actually used a banana powder, but I have watched other people on YouTube use them, and I think I think it does exactly what those do. But I just love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And it's kind of like, it is kind of brightening as far as powders are concerned. I feel like it does kind of brighten the area. But I'm just in love with it, and I love, after I contour, I put a little bit like on my jawline to kind of sharpen the contour. I am in love with that powder. So I kind of wish like Wet n Wild sold it on its own, but granted, like it's not that expensive. So when I run out of it, I will just buy more. I think it's like, what, $2 or $3 for that, and it's like a pretty good sized palette, so. And then this is the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder. I don't love it. I don't recommend it. I'm trying to use it up. It's not great. And then I have been using the LA Girl blush collection in Spice, and I've been using this mauve color right here. Kind of hard to see. There you go. A little bit better. Just kind of like a light, almost a pink mauve, you know. Got hair in my mouth. So before I film these videos, like I sit around thinking about all the things I want to talk about, and like I have complete conversations with myself in my head. And then I sit down to film them, and I'm like blank, like nothing to say. So I don't know. So how are you guys doing? Like, I feel like I never asked that. How are you guys? What's going on in your life? I love talking to you guys. I respond to pretty much all the comments that I do get. Little Einsteins. I hate little Einsteins. Yeah, I respond to like pretty much all my comments unless they're like, you know, sub for sub comments, or if somebody's being really dirty. But for the most part, like, I will respond to pretty much all the comments. I love reading your guys' comments. So definitely leave me comments. I will talk to you. I'm thinking about starting a whole series here on my channel talking about like how to do YouTube, how I started doing YouTube, because I did not start out with a camera. I currently use the Canon, what is this? It's like Canon HD. I'm trying to read it to you guys, but it's like backwards here. It's the Canon Vixia HFR 600. It's just a camcorder. I don't have one that like takes pictures. Granted, this one like would take pictures, but it's not like your typical like camera. It's a camcorder. Because I don't really take a lot of pictures. Anytime I post anything on Instagram, like I take the picture from my cell phone. And I've also found that I really like to just snapshot when I'm editing. So a lot of times my my thumbnails for my videos will just be something that I snapshotted. So I find that to be really easy, and then I just edit it on PicMonkey. So I didn't feel a need to get like some fancy camera, you know. I mean, not to say this one isn't fancy, it's just not what everybody else talks about using, but I love it. I think it is really good. I think it has really good quality. I can't wait to use it with a ring light. I'm going to be using the Lorac highlighter in Twilights. I love this highlighter. Like, I was bored yesterday since like nobody was here, and I was literally just taking a brush, and I was wearing shorts, and I was just like highlighting my whole leg. Because I have no life. Not having anybody here yesterday was so weird. Like, the house just felt so empty. And I've been going for like a really natural highlight. I don't really go all out highlighting anymore. I don't know how well you guys can see it. You can kind of see it. I love that though. It's so pretty. It's a nice, natural looking, good for everyday wear highlight. But anyways, sorry, I just had to go take care of Levi. He was getting fussy. I don't know what's up with him. Like, he was so happy this morning. Fed him, put him in his jumper. He was good. I took care of the dog. Got some little like cleaning things done I need to get done. And sat down to film, and now he's like crying and not happy. I don't even remember what it was I was talking about. So we're just gonna move on to eyebrows. I have not done my eyebrows like proper in a long time. I've been using the Benefit Give Me Brow for a minute. Just like the brow gel. I have no idea what he needs. And it's just quick and easy. That's kind of what I've been using a lot here lately. Okay, I've got little man on his playmat in the living room. Hopefully that makes him happy. So, on the brows. What am I looking for? e.l.f. brow kit. I've been using this guy for years. Like, I should probably replace him by now. But I just feel like there's so much product in there and it doesn't irritate my skin, so I just keep using it. It's kind of like how I roll with makeup. If it doesn't irritate my skin, I keep it. Even if I should probably throw it away. So, doing a video on starting a YouTube channel. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Because I had someone I was talking to in the comments a couple days ago. I don't remember your name, girl. But she said she wanted to start YouTube, but didn't think she had the stuff to start. And I was like, just start. Like, you know, you don't have to have fancy equipment. Like, it takes time. And I mean, I've watched so many like how-to videos on doing YouTube channels. Like, even now I watch how-to videos for YouTube because sometimes people have good advice that I haven't thought of. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to start doing that, you know, just to help build your channel or what have you. Like, currently I've been watching a lot of like lighting setups because I'm getting ready to buy a ring light. And I mean, I've been here for 2.5 years and I'm just now buying a ring light. Like, I've always used a clip-on lamp from Walmart. That lamp right there, $5 from Walmart. That's the only lighting I've bought in the 2.5 years. Is a $5 lamp from Walmart. Not great for makeup videos, honestly, but if you're just gonna sit down and talk, that works. Or like window light works. Or even just like your overhead light in your house works if you're just sitting down talking. For makeup, it's not great. It's okay, but it's not great. And then I started my YouTube channel with my cell phone. And I also started YouTube with just using the editing software that YouTube offers, which is not great. It's a giant pain in the butt. Thankfully, I haven't had to use that in like well over a year and a half now. Because I told my husband that I started a YouTube channel like 6 months after I started. It's like the only secret I've ever kept from him. But I felt weird. I was like at the time, like nobody was watching me. So I think I waited till I had like 50 subscribers and then I told him I had a channel. Not that he would ever judge me, and he never has. He's totally supportive in like everything I've ever wanted to do. Like when I told him I wanted to go dumpster diving, he was like, okay. And like he went with me and like he pulls me out of dumpsters. Like seriously. I'll leave links to my dumpster diving videos if you guys are interested in checking them out. I've only ever done Ulta like a couple of times, but the stuff I throw away in there, it's crazy. This is just a chapstick sugar cookie. So yeah, I kept it from him for like 6 months because I felt awkward about it. Like, I still feel weird talking about it, and I shouldn't. I know there's a lot of people that I know personally who watch my YouTube now, who's just found me like from Instagram or whatever, and I don't know, I still feel like weird talking about it, and I shouldn't. Everybody's been super supportive. That's been like, oh yeah, I know you have a channel, like I like watching you. So, and I'm like 500 people like watching me, like I shouldn't feel embarrassed about it, but I don't know, I just feel weird because like I'm at home, well, before I had my baby, I'd be like at home by myself all day long, just filming myself, talking about whatever. So I always kind of felt weird telling people I had a channel, but like I said, everybody's been super supportive, so I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I kept it for like 6 months, and then I remember when I went to tell him, I was like, probably way more dramatic about it than I should have been, but I was like, I've been keeping something from you for 6 months. He was like, what? Like, you could tell, like, all the wheels were turning, like, what is she gonna tell me? And I was like, I've got a YouTube channel. And he was like, you could just tell us, like, you know. So, anyways, he's an IT guy. He's super smart when it comes to computers, and he got me the Windows editing. I don't know what this kid needs. Oh my god. I love my child. I do. Don't think I don't. I know he's a blessing. But it's like when I just want to sit down and have like some me time to do my makeup. And he's like, No, no, you can't. You cannot have any time to yourself. I'm gonna lay in here and cry. Any other day that you wanted to do this, I'd be completely fine in here by myself. But today, not today. Not today. This is just the Elizabeth Mott eyeshadow primer. And I'm going to go see if I can't make him happy. Not sure how far we're gonna make it, guys. I put a binky back in, but we'll see. I'm wondering if he's not starting to get hungry, which he just ate like not even an hour ago. So normally he's good to go after he eats for like a couple of hours, but maybe he's hitting a growth spurt. I don't know. So I got the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette for Christmas, and I've been loving it. It's really great. I think it's like a $25 eyeshadow palette. I would recommend it if you're just wanting to try out the Naked palette. I've never like swatched the actual like full-size one, but these shadows they're just amazing. I'm in love. I'm enjoying this palette a lot, and I love using it as like bases and like as blending shadows and crease shadows. Like I'm in love. I'm trying to find my favorite brush and it's just eluding me. Okay, we're ready to get going on. My eyes got really big there. That was weird. Like, so I'm probably gonna go in here with this color called Foxy. It's right here on the end. It's kind of like a yellowy powder, and I'm just gonna put that all over my eye and bring it all the way up to my eyelid. And this is just gonna kind of act as a base. I know I've got the eyelid primer on, but this just gives something else for the other eyeshadows to kind of stick to. All that fun stuff. Since getting my eyebrow ring, there we go. Since getting my eyebrow ring, okay, I just want to talk to you for like 2 seconds. Since getting my eyebrow ring, I cannot seem to like right through here, right here, like even when I put eyeshadow right here, like it doesn't stick for whatever reason. So it always looks a little weird, like everything will be done and then I got like this weird like swoop spot. But anyways, we're gonna see if I can't make this kid happy. I'll be back in probably like an hour. Okay, I'm back. He needed a nap. He's gotten to where he typically doesn't take morning naps. It's currently like 10:48, and he'd gotten to where he would only really take naps in the afternoon, like around 2 or so, 2 or 3, he'd fall asleep and want to take a nap. But here lately, he has gotten to where he has to be swaddled before he'll take a nap. Whereas before, he would just like pass out wherever, whenever he was tired, he'd just fall asleep. Now he doesn't do that. Now he has to be swaddled. So, got him down, he's sleeping. So hopefully I can finish my makeup. I'm going in here with Naked 2. Little tan color right there. And I'm just going to put this here in my crease to give a little bit of definition. And then I'm going to go in with this Veramona eyeshadow in the color Clover. It's one of those that came from Ipsy. And that's what the packaging looks like. Little lotus on it. It's just a really pretty pink color. And I'm just going to pack that all over my eyelid. Now that that's on, I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything together. Make sure there's no hard lines. Just This is really easy, soft look. And then I'm going to come back into the Naked palette and pick up this really shimmery color here on the edge. It's called Venus. And I'm just going to do inner corner highlight and put it in the brow. Okay, and that's my look for the day. Like I said, nothing too crazy, just really easy. I'm going to take a black eyeliner and I'm going to do my tight line. And that just helps to thicken the look of my lash line. And I'm going to top it off with the X-Rated mascara from Smashbox. I love this mascara. I have very natural long eyelashes, but they're not particularly dark, especially towards the ends. And this not only does it help give them a little extra length, it just helps darken them up. So I'm in love with this mascara. If you're looking for a high-end mascara, I would recommend this one. And then before I do the bottom lashes, I'm going to go back in with that light brown color from the Naked palette. And I'm just going to dust a little bit on the underside of my eyes. So back in with the Naked 2. And just do a light little dusting. And then finish off the bottom lashes. Don't you love it when that happens? When you just go to put your mascara back in and you shove it down your finger? This Tony Moly eye makeup eraser is awesome. So I'm going to use a little bit of this guy to take it off my finger. So I wiped off what I could. And then with the Tony Moly eraser, you just like rub it all over your finger. I think I did a review on this. If I did, I'll leave it down below. I'm not really for sure. And you just rub that all over the makeup area. And then you just wipe it off, and it pretty much takes it all right off. I got some in like the lines in my finger. I don't know how well I can get that out with this, but pretty much took all of it off. Now I don't think that I contoured any. I think I just got so busy talking about other stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour now. I know it's a little late, but I'm just going back in with the Wet n Wild and using the contour here. I'm just doing it in all the normal places that you see everybody else do it. And then I'm going to go back in with the highlighter, and I'm just going to pop it right here along my jawbone just to clean up my contour. a little bit down my nose just to kind of brighten that area up a little bit. Otherwise, I think my makeup is pretty much good to go. So, a little bit of the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Makeup Setting Spray. I like this guy okay. He smells pretty good, honestly. I feel like he does about the same job as the e.l.f., so I'm not really sure which one I'll get next time. I think they're like the same price. I think they're both about $6. But, and then lips. I didn't do my lips. What do I want to do? Oh, there it is. I'm just going to do what I always do. It's just using the NYX Butter Stick. This is in the color Pops. It's a nice nude color. And then I'm going to top it off with the Lorac Couture Shine in the color Elite. And just a nice nude looking lip gloss. And there we go. My makeup is done for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how much I talked. I know I kind of hit some subjects and kind of went a little crazy with everything. But let me know any of your thoughts down below. Any comments, any suggestions, any video ideas that you guys want to see. Feel free to leave those down below in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.